What is going on today, guys? We are back again with another video. Well, in today's video we are going to be discussing Dying Light 2, and we're going to be throwing some tips your way. You know, maybe if you're a new player, these tips are going to be a little bit helpful for you, so make sure to stay tuned. They're going to be based around weapons today, and just 3 weapon tips for you guys that are starting playing Dying Light 2. So, we've been a huge fan of Dying Light since the first one. We've played the first one for countless of years. And then Dying Light 2 came out, and we've been playing it a little bit. We haven't beaten the game or anything like that yet, but we definitely have noticed some things that might help a starting player start off. So basically, guys, the first tip today is going to be to stash your weapons. So what I mean by that is, so many times, especially I've played a couple games online and I've noticed this, and people are just leaving, you know, they're like, it's just table leg, I don't need it, or it's just a broken shovel, I don't want that. At the starting of the game, guys, weapons are a lot harder to come across than later on in the game. And not only that, the more, you know, people will drop you weapons if you ask for them and you're playing online, you have nothing, and a lot of times those are better weapons and stuff like that. So later on in the game, it's a lot easier to get weapons. Not only that, like looting becomes easier and stuff like that as well, but at the beginning of the game, you know, it's a lot harder to come across weapons. It's still possible, you can buy them, but if you're not buying weapons and you're buying consumables and stuff like that, you're gonna run out of a weapon. Your weapon's gonna break and you're not gonna have a backup if you don't stash those weapons. Even if they're white, even if they're level 1, who cares? Even if it's table leg, put it in your stash. You can always sell it later. Now, tip number 2, guys, is going to be weapon mods. Weapon mods is the next kind of thing that you learn. Only some weapons can be modded, and I don't think white weapons can be modded. We haven't personally modded a white weapon yet, but basically, as you get, you know, blue weapons and purple weapons and stuff like that, make sure you're putting weapon mods on them. Read the mod, put the mod on. Even if it uses your resources. Resources are fairly easy to come across in game, at least a lot of them are, and that's our suggestion. It'll help boost you, it'll help you get through areas a little bit easier, kill the zombies a little bit easier, complete missions a little bit easier. Now, our last tip of the day, and this one is just really common sense, but a lot of people don't think about that. And honestly, this is our best tip, and that's why we saved it for last. But save weapons for later. It kind of goes along with the first one, but so you can stash these weapons and stuff. But if you get a really good weapon, or, you know, if you have a purple weapon, maybe don't run the city with that purple weapon, especially if you only have a couple of them. Run the city with a white or a green or a blue rarity weapon. And then, you know, when you come across, you know, the times where you need a better weapon, you have one available. Now, guys, those are my 3 tips for today, and we hope they help you at least starting off at the beginning of your Dying Light 2 adventure. Until next time, guys, I'll talk to you later. Peace.